The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Mo?
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
The biggest, most outrageous online show in Philippine history.
20 million fucking downloads.
Interactive in 35 countries. Mo is back with a vengeance in Season 2. Bigger, better, badder.
Let's start off with an international call. Yesterday we took a call from India. Tonight it's Canada. Nice. Let's go to Ireland. Where in Ireland are you?
Well, I'm in Dublin.
Some people say that I'm a bad guy. They may be right.
Let's go to Afghanistan. Holy shit, are you fucking really in Afghanistan?
Yeah, man, what's up?
Florida. What's up?
Just found your show today, and I think it's great.
Live from Hollywood and at the Beyond the Box studios in One Rockwell, Makati. It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast, Season 2. The Bigger, Better, Badder podcast. Your questions about love, life, sex,
And more sex.
are all answered and occasionally made fun of here. And now, the man who loves women and dudes, but not in the same way. The Philippine genius, DJ Mo Twister.
Here we go. Let's kick off. You know, it's funny because I was going to say welcome back to the podcast because I've actually felt like I was doing the podcast prior to, in fact, doing the podcast because I had to give a fucking Bianca here some goddamn advice about her life. Now, Bianca, not to.
I need sex advice, Mo. I am so
I want to
like.
put in the spotlight here, but you know, since the last time you were on the show, which was the Forbidden Questions with Ellen,
Yeah.
you've been a little bit. How do we say this? Concerned about the way things work around here, and you know, let's be honest. A lot of people gave you a lot of shit for your
Taking a
quote unquote
stand.
We call it taking a stand.
Mm-hmm.
We call it umaarte.
In
That's what
other
we call it.
words, a lot of people are pissed because I blue balled them. That's
Fair
what
enough.
it was. Yeah, I mean,
Fair enough.
to put it in layman's terms, I blue balled them, and for me,
Sure.
it's like I realized this on the way
But you didn't
here.
just blue ball us, love, because blue balling could mean any girl. For example, there's any girl that I meet and she wants to suck my dick and then she changes her mind. You blue balled the hottest girl in the country. So you have to kind of understand why people are pissed
Yeah,
off.
I
Yes,
am
you have
pissed,
your
but I don't regret it,
moral
though.
code.
Yeah.
And, we don't have to. We don't care if you regret it. We're still pissed because you still blue ball. Listen, if you were going to suck my dick, Bianca, and then you decided not to suck my dick, and then you go, I don't regret it. I'm still like, I don't give a fuck if you don't regret it. I was supposed to get my dick sucked.
No, but I do have to say this. I want to say thank you to, like, seriously, a lot of people, like, were messaging me, like, privately, you know, saying that I no,
want it to be
seriously.
seen.
Yeah, that they're happy I took a stand, especially for women, whatever, for all these things. And thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. It's been such an overwhelming week. And to all the people who showed me how upset they are because I was KJ. And for those of you who don't know what KJ means, again, misinterpreter, killjoy or being maarte
right.
or whatever.
Blue baller.
Yeah, blue baller, right?
Drama.
I am Miss B,
Dramatic.
right? But for me, it's, you know, I just had to make a choice. And it's kind of, a lot of people, this is what I thought about on the way here to the reason why people love and hate you, Mo, at the same time is they live vicariously through you because you
Fair
say
enough.
and do a lot of things that they can only dream of saying to the people that they hate. And at the same time, you say a lot of things that a lot of people would love to say, but they don't have the balls to, or they will never get the chance to, right? So love it or hate it. At the same time, on the polar opposite of that, a lot of people, I would like to think the reason why they also like me on this show is because we take different stands most of the time, right? And they also live through, not necessarily vicariously, but through me because I make that stand that is against you, that doesn't agree with you. So I'm for that
but
other
not
demographic.
all the time, though.
Not all the time. Not all the time.
I don't believe that. Like when people go, "Oh, I like when you guys fight. I like when you guys disagree." Yeah, there's a good. I mean,
we don't.
It's
fight.
nice to see. Yeah, it's nice to see two different opinions about something.
Yeah.
Not all the time. It'd be nice to get on the same page a lot and work, because you don't win championships if you have two teammates that are completely opposite. You have to kind of get on the same page and you know, play the role to win these games. My thing here is, people are pissed off that you decided not to do the dare, which is fine, which I completely, and I gave you the option to not do it.
Yeah.
But it's the way you handle it. It's a little bit of verbal, I think people like you on the show because you are an attractive, smart, modern Filipino woman who's willing to talk about a lot of the shit that not a lot of women are going to talk about. And they find kind of like hope in that. Like, okay, wait a minute. I want to be this powerful girl, the one who can write about it, the one who can make fun of her own people's penis size. I want to be that girl. I want to be that girl.
I stand corrected, though. Anyway, moving on.
So I'm just saying. All right, anyway, hey, welcome to the show. It's Good Times About the Podcast, Season 2, brought to you by Globe. Phone number 478-7954. Skype, The Good Times Podcast. You can text us, 0927-214-1981. My name is Mo, that extremely fragile woman right there. Valeria. Okay, I'm ready to go. You ready to go, Bianca?
Totally.
All right. In the end, I say you this. And all the tears that you cry and all the whining that you do about people this and said bad things about this and bad things, your life is still infinitely better than Mike here, who's on line 6. Mike, what's going on? You're 30 years old in Manila and your life is fucked.
Why?
What's the problem?
No.
Line 6.
No, Mike.
What? I love Mike's
crap.
call. Get Mike back, please. I refuse to continue the show. This is where I'm going to be a diva. I refuse to continue with the program.
I wanted to say, though, I also realized today while we're waiting for Mike
Sure.
Maybe some people think I'm taking my job on this podcast too seriously, of just like really taking this mission of like, trying to help people. And I like that I do that but then I realized, like I told you earlier, 9 out of 10 people look at this show as a guilty pleasure, right? And this is they just want to make fun and be light and, nothing too heavy. But that's the thing. There are also those people who probably have nobody to talk to. There are no hotlines here for those support groups or whatnot. And if we can be that source of hope or love or something, I'd want to be part of that team, right? So
yeah, I mean, I like helping people too. Don't get me wrong, but I make people laugh. I mean, and that's fine. If your idea of have an effective program is to help people and touch their lives, I'm with you there. I mean, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I would rather touch
laugh.
people's lives than touch themselves, right? I want to give
That's where
people
you're wrong.
hope, not a hard.
See, that's where you're wrong. Okay, listen. When Ellen Adarna comes on the program and asks you to feel her boobs, you don't decline
feel
that.
her boobs. There was no feeling. It was just looking.
No, you forgot. The initial one was she touches your boobs, you touch her boobs. And then you got all fucking, that's
I thought it was, I had to look at her boobs and describe them.
No, I said, grab each other's tits. Because I wanted her to see what that whole nipple ring shit that you have is like.
I don't even remember that. In my head, it was,
dramatic.
I had to look at her boobs and describe them. Describe her nipples and see, in your words, their glory.
No, because they are glorious. There are 3 things I threw out there. I said, make out with Tech Guy Pico, which Ellen was like, no way. And then I said, send me a picture of your boobs. And she said yes.
I remember that, yeah.
And she said yes, but she said, we need like a contract that it's not going to come out. Hey, just don't put your face. And then that's when you fucking open your mouth. So actually, to be honest, if there's one person that should be upset
I was totally supportive of whatever she wanted to do.
No. Shut. If there was anyone who should be upset at you, it should be me. Because I was about to get a photo of Ellen Adarna's tits. For me, sent to me and my eyes only, and you fucking started mouthing off with your stupid stance and all of these fucking sexploitation.
I did not
you started
tell
going,
her.
no, listen to the tape. Then you started going, okay, I can't be a part of this. This is too much. And I'm like, what are you doing? She was about to show me a fucking photo of her tits.
I didn't ask her to not do it. I totally had
You were being dramatic.
I didn't tell her to not do it because you know why? It has nothing to do with me. So thank God, right?
You said you didn't want to be part of it.
Yeah, I didn't want to have to look at her boobs. That's why I didn't want to be a part of. Because to me, I'm your co-host. I wasn't the guest. In the end, it's nice. There's even some people who tweeted that's kind of unfair because the dare didn't end up just becoming Ellen. It became the two of us.
Well, that's for people who have no history of this program, who do not know the history of this segment. That in fact,
I don't even know the history
in
of
every
this segment.
single Forbidden Questions episode, every single one, the co-hosts are involved in one way or the other. Mojo had to make out with guys. Andy had to do this. I had to have Mocha put my face on her tits, and she smeared my face on her nipples. I had to do that. And I'm not a big fan of smearing my face.
You had to do that. Oh, such a problem.
Yeah. Hey, our Dr. Gan, who hosted this program prior to you, our doctor had to molest Mocha at one point as well. And that is one of our highest download. Hold on. Ange, do you concur? Remember when that happened? Yep. And he's married. And he's a doctor.
Oh, well. Okay.
All right. Just saying. Okay, so Mike's question was awesome. On hold. He impregnated a married woman.
Okay. How old is he?
30.
Okay.
And he banged a girl who had a wife. He has a girlfriend, and she's pregnant. What should he do?
Again.
But we can't get
so
Mike back
he
on. He's
got
back
someone pregnant, and then he also got another
No.
wife.
He's got a girlfriend.
Oh,
He's got a girlfriend. Mm-hmm. She's got the girl. She's got a husband. He banged the girl, and now the girl's pregnant. Which.
And now he's asking, what is he going to do about it?
What's he going to do about it? Right.
The question is to the girl, what are
often.
you going to do about it?
I feel like this happens often. And I think, now this is awful advice.
Yeah.
But you know that it's coming from us. I mean, it's relative. Some people might think it's a great idea.
Okay.
I act the whole thing out. I say, hey, listen, you're gonna have to tell your husband it's his, because it's just gonna create so much chaos in your household. And it depends on what you want, though. I'd ask the girl, what do you want? Are you still planning to live with your husband? Are you still planning to be married to him?
Yeah.
Were you banging me? Was that a one-time thing? Because,
or you actually are considering to spend the rest of your life with me and leave your husband?
Or maybe not even
scenarios.
like spend the rest of your life with me, but maybe like was it just a mistake and something like that, right? And you're going to still be married to. If you are, then you have to lie and say that you got pregnant by the husband.
I would not do that. Although it's different also because I'm the girl, right? I know what it's like to have gotten pregnant. For me, though, as scary as it is, as fucking scary as it is, I would probably end up. I'm only speaking for myself. I think
exactly.
As much as I'd probably want to die, I would own up to it because it's about living the rest of your life with. And I'm talking about as the girl. As the girl, I'm not talking about as the guy.
But the type of girl that could cheat on her husband and get pregnant by a guy, that type of girl, I think she's strong enough to go through life with a little bit of a lie. And that's not a little bit of a lie, but
But for all you know, this could be that turning point in your life and think like, what the fuck am I doing? This is not how. When people do bad things, they don't think, damn, that was good, or I like being this way. They think to themselves, like, what have I become?
I know, but if I'm capable of cheating on my husband and getting pregnant, I'm pretty capable of lying about who the real father of this child is for the rest of my life if I have every intention of still being married to this guy.
Yeah, I guess there's so many factors that you have to factor in. We have to ask Mike, like, what's her plan? Was it a one-night stand? Was it you said girlfriend, right? Yeah, so
he said he'll call back.
So so if you were the guy, okay, let's just say she wants to get rid of it then. Okay. But let's say she wanted to keep it and she wanted you to be a part of it and you were Mike, what would you do?
I would tell her that it's going to be chaotic. But I'm there. If that's what you ultimately decide you want to do. However, again, it would start with, what do you want out of your husband? Do you guys want to still be together? Husband-wife thing? Yeah. Because if that's the case, why don't you just tell him it's his? I feel like an asshole. Why don't you just tell him it's his? Come on.
Oh, God. But that's also wiping your hands clean of the situation, right? It's kind of like
I'll be there.
lesser
I'll be the ninong.
responsibility.
I'll be the ninong. Come on.
Ninong, you're such a dick. Oh my God.
Listen, it happens a lot when teenage girl gets pregnant, then tells the parents, and the parents are like, okay, you're too young for this. We'll just say it's our child. And that kid grows up thinking that the grandparents are their parents. Unknowingly, that the 15-year-old difference between the kid and the mom is, they think they're sisters, or the kid thinks they're, that's your mom.
Yeah, I know a lot of people where
That happens all the time.
the kid gets
What's the
pregnant.
difference?
Yeah, did you just say this? I misunderstand you. Where the girl gets pregnant, and then because they don't want to acknowledge the father, they don't want to announce to people that their daughter got pregnant out of wedlock, that they claim that the son or the daughter, I'm sorry, the grandchild is their child.
Is
Kapatid.
adopted.
It's a sister
either
or the brother.
adopted or their
Yeah.
child. And the kid doesn't know that because, they weren't
feel
around.
bad
They
for
weren't
the kid,
existing.
man. I
So-
feel bad for the kid.
Right, so it happens. And I'm
Yeah,
not,
it does,
okay,
it does.
listen, the advice at least the advice that I'm giving, it's not the right advice,
Yeah,
but
it's an option.
it's my first option.
Okay.
Doesn't mean it's the right thing to do, though.
I think it's just basically whatever the girl decides on, he should just man up to whatever responsibilities and try to support it. Whatever that decision is, right?
Well, yeah, I'm with you there. I'm like, okay, what do you want to do? What do you want to do about it? Because you're the married one, you're the pregnant
Yeah.
one, and I'm here to support. Like, I'm going to be a part of it if you say to be a part of it. And I don't want to encourage you to wipe my hands clean, but I'm encouraging us to have the least amount of chaos as possible.
Yeah, because he can't, even if he says, I want to keep it, I don't want to keep it, no matter what he says, ultimately, it's really the girl's decision, right? So the best that he can do, if he wants to be a man about it, then he just has to support the decision, whatever it means, even if it means he's going to get into a lot of trouble. But if he wants
I
an
have a
easy
question to
way
you.
out, then he does what you said. Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Well, okay, this is unrelated to Mike, the first caller who we lost, but this is related to your line that you just said. Ultimately, it's a female's choice.
Okay.
As a person who's been in a relationship where an abortion or 2 or 3 have occurred, I don't necessarily agree.
Okay.
Like, I would love, I've tried to get to be a part of the decision.
Yeah.
And I was told by girlfriend, family, that it's not my issue to have an opinion about it.
I don't agree with that. Yeah.
Where are you at here?
I am it takes two to tango. As cliche as that must sound, because let's say I decided to keep the baby, and I'm like, it's my baby, even if you got me pregnant, I'm never gonna let the kid know about you. Ultimately, I'm gonna have to carry that cross where one day she's gonna wake up and be like, where the fuck is my dad? And she's gonna resent me for it. So I never want to exclude the father from her life or his life, like me and Chris.
No, but the decision of getting rid of your child, like, that was my thing. Because you said it's ultimately the female's choice. And I have an issue with that kind of stand. And I know you didn't mean it in an abortion thing. You meant it in this whole scandal that they were going through. But let's just say it in the whole abortion
ultimately
thing.
the choice,
is it
meaning
really only your choice?
I personally will give consideration to what the guy has to say. But physically, I'm saying physically, of course, it is my choice, meaning if I'm going to want to carry, like physically carry it and give birth to the baby. But in terms of decision, I will make the guy a part of it. If it was like rape or a one-night stand,
let's say I was
no.
against it.
But if it was a
let's
relationship,
say-
yes.
Let's say you and I,
Okay.
are friends.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, let's say we're not even boyfriend, girlfriend. Let's just say we're friends.
Okay.
And I had sex with you, you got pregnant, you wanted an abortion, I was against it.
Yeah.
Where do you go? We're not together, okay, but we're really good friends.
Okay.
You just couldn't resist my awesomeness and you had to bone me.
Oh God.
Well, I have to fuck you, please.
And I had to have the mohan inside of me, right?
I just kind of have to, yes. Please. Just please put me out of my misery and fuck me. I'm only flesh and blood.
Okay. And then what happened? I got pregnant, and then you what?
Yes.
You wanted to get rid of it.
No, you wanted to get rid of it.
I
and
wanted
I didn't
to get
want to get rid of it.
okay.
How much consideration are you going to give me? Because this is the situation that I found myself in.
Oh wow, that's
well, except
tough.
the fact that we were not casual sex.
You
get what I mean.
Ooh, I admit though, because one reason why I wanted to not go that path of getting rid of it, because I was raised Catholic. It was it will cross your mind. I will tell you this.
So you can't fathom it. You can't fathom me being
I
can't keep it in you. All right, fair enough.
I can't.
Right.
It's I mean, the reason why I did decide to have the baby, I don't know if Chris and I were still gonna work out after. I don't know, right? But to me, it's like, dude, I have to live with this. Like, if I get rid of it, that's my conscience. So, and it's. Yeah, so
but again, now we're talking about individuals, and this thing can go on forever in that case. I was just saying, if it's not ultimately just a female's, it's ultimately a female's choice, but it's not. I'm hoping you girls out there that get pregnant and that are pro-choice would at least give, if you're pro-choice, be give your boyfriend a choice.
Yes,
too.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's get to Christine. 17 years old. On line 5. Hi, Christine. Welcome to the program. And you are in Manila, 17. What's up?
Hi, DJ Mo.
Hi, Christine. How are you?
Hi.
I'm good. Hi, Bianca.
Hi.
What's going on, baby doll?
Oh, yeah. So I was like in a relationship with this guy for 3 months, and he was like my childhood sweetheart. But we haven't seen each other for like 7 years or more. And we just met each other online, and now we're together. So our plan is like meeting each other in 4 years, and I'm gonna go in the US. Yeah, so it's really strict.
You plan to see him in 4 years?
Yeah. So
wow.
Yeah, I think that's my question. So, would you think?
What's your question?
We'll be able to be together in like 4 years, even if we haven't met each other?
No, there's no.
Honestly, I'm just amazed that you're saying like we're gonna see each other in 4 years. Parang wala lang, we're just gonna meet for coffee. But wow, 4 weeks is already impossible. A lot, and then 4 months, 4 years. Damn.
At 17 years old, you're asking us if you think it'll last 4 years without seeing him?
I think she's laughing because she knows she's like,
it's ridiculous.
Who are we kidding?
Listen, you can try. I don't want to pop your balloon.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say the word impossible because obviously there's nothing that's impossible because everything's possible. But
I know,
it is. If Bianca's willing to take a bet of $1 million pesos, cash, real money, like I'll withdraw $1 million right now and give it to Bianca saying that it won't last. And if Bianca's willing to take the bet, I would put that bet that there's no way in hell that you're going to last 4 years. No way.
Okay, I will say this though. I will say this. I remember I was second year high school, and our math teacher, she's really this. She was saying that she married her first boyfriend. She said that, okay, and we're like, "Wow, that's so sweet."
How old was your math teacher?
Hold on. Okay?
How old was your math teacher? No. It's important.
She got married at 21. No.
How old was she in your class when she was your teacher?
Oh, I don't know. That's not the point of my story.
No. There is a huge point. Give me a decade. She was in her 30s. She was in her 40s.
She's in her late 20s.
That was pen pal days then.
Okay,
hold on. Can happen. Where you live on a farm.
Hold on.
And you wake up and you see pigs and
shit. She was from Assumption.
Yeah, you can wait 4 years.
Hold on. There's a point to the story, okay?
Sorry,
so she said that we're like, I got married to my first boyfriend. I was like, wow, that's so sweet. So you think first boyfriend, that's it. And then the punchline was, no, it's not like that. He was my first boyfriend, and then we broke up, and then we got back together after 10 years. So what I'm trying to say is, don't negate the possibility that maybe one day in those 4 years when you see each other, it could happen.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. That's completely possible. I've done it.
Being together for 4 years and then see each other, I don't know. I mean, it's a stretch.
No. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, but it's like,
Listen, I my first girlfriend I had when I was 14. Right? Yeah.
Wow.
I was 14 when I had my first girlfriend. We broke up when I was 15 and a half, maybe 16. And then she became my girlfriend again when I was 28. because of
okay.
social media, because of fucking Friendster and all that shit at that time. No, right, at that time. That's okay. It was like 27.
Okay.
No, I think it was. It might have been like 26 instead of 28. Nevertheless, but we didn't see each other for X amount of time, a decade. And then, but see, this story is a common story, which is, okay, I look her up on Facebook, I find her, and then rekindle some shit from when we were kids. That's completely normal. I wouldn't take a bet with Bianca on that. But for you, at 17 years old, to keep a long-distance relationship for 4 years, only to meet up for the first time after 4 years is fucking impossible. I'll say it. There's no way this is going to happen.
How can you say that?
I promise.
I mean,
because you're 17 and in 4 years you'll be 21 and you'll be in a completely different part of your life. And you're talking about...
You'll be in a different place.
You're talking about dedicating your life, your entire collegiate career to a person that you've never even seen.
Hey, baby, we're not trying to take anything away
Can't
from
be
you.
done.
We're not trying to dampen your spirits. We are
Yes, I I need to make her realistic.
Yeah, but that's exactly what it is. We're just trying to be realistic.
That, then so be it.
We're just trying to be realistic, but we're not saying that it's not possible, right? But the probability, we're just trying to give you a realistic probability that maybe because you are only 17, that you are probably going to meet a lot of guys, and you're not even guys, but you're going to go through so many life experiences within 17 to 21. You're going to be like, what was I thinking? But who knows, in 4 years, it could change, right? We don't know. Yeah. But we're just saying also the other side to the story.
No, the likely probable side of the story, which is no. It's not, Christine, it's not going to happen. And I don't want it to happen for you because you're going to start wasting a couple of years of, oh, I got to be home at this time. Oh, I have to wake up at 2 a.m. because of, you know what I mean? It's like you're 17. If I were you, I'd be hanging out. I'd be going to parties. I mean, not going too wild, but imagine what you have to do in that. And it's not even like it's just your burden. It's his burden. He's in the U.S. He's 17. Like,
no,
do you know what he has to do?
How old is he?
How old is he?
20.
He's that's not.
All right,
much
nevertheless,
far,
okay, let's just say he starts his career in a year, which he probably will. So that means he has to wake up at 3 a.m. to just say hi, how is your day? He's going to have to wake up at fucking 11 p.m. because that's the time you're getting home from this or that. Yeah. Then he's going to wake up at fucking 5 a.m. just to say goodnight to you for fucking 4 years, for 1,300 more days.
Baby, this ain't the Notebook. I'm just saying, this is life. Yeah. Unless there was Ryan Gosling waiting for you, then okay.
Yeah. You have to do that as well.
Yeah.
Both of you have to do that. At that age, when you haven't even established your career and you haven't even finished school, you're going to do a thesis, and in the middle of the thesis, at 2 a.m., have to call your boyfriend to say good morning and ask him how his lunch was. Hi, babe. How was your lunch? 3 a.m.
Yeah, you know what, love? No. It's a very aspirational thing. I think it's it's romantic, right? It's like you and me against the world. It is for sure. However, we are older than you, and we're just gonna say that you're the most likely, and I'm gonna try to say this as nice as possible. You're gonna end up regretting it later on one day, like, why did I waste those 4 years? Not because he's a waste of your energy or your time, but meaning you could have done so many things with a 365 days times 4. That imagine how many experiences you forgone, you forwent, you negated out of your life just so that you could have those Skype conversations with a person you can't even touch.
At 3 a.m.
At 3 a.m. That's all we're saying, you know? Like you could have coffee conversations with a person in front of you 5,000 times, a different guy for 365 days of the year. You could have and learned so many things about yourself, about life, about everything. But you took away all that just because you could have the thing that on screen. Like what you're having now.
It's thing. Yeah. It's such a huge. You can
it's unfair.
Try, though.
It's
Christine,
unfair.
Christine,
yeah.
You can try, but you will fail. And every day that you've tried, I don't want to say let's just not say you'll regret it, because you shouldn't regret attempting.
Yeah.
But there will be some things you'll miss out on because in your attempt to do this.
Yeah, and you might end up resenting each other, you know, and you don't want that either, right?
I just don't also think, like, when you're 17 and you dedicate 4 years, like, I don't think you're mature enough as a conversationalist to be able to come up with fresh new topics every day to talk with this guy.
Yeah,
you know
what's the funny thing?
There's a burden there.
What's the funny thing?
Sorry, go ahead.
He's like my first boyfriend, and I'm like his first girlfriend too.
Oh, then you're really gonna fail.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're in this cloud nine idea of we can just conquer the world, you and me, baby. But that is why they're called love songs. I mean,
and I'm pretty sure he's listening to this episode right now because, like, I'm pretty sure you've tweeted that you're gonna be on the program, right?
Yeah.
Christine? Yeah, you did. You tweeted, you're like, oh my God, I'm going to be on the podcast.
Yeah,
Did you?
boyfriend,
okay. So
you're an amazing guy, but we suggest
Hey, boyfriend.
Yeah. Hey,
listen, buddy.
Hey, boyfriend.
What the fuck are you doing, man? Come on. Why are you encouraging this kind of behavior?
Yeah.
All right.
But hey, keep
good
the
luck.
friendship.
Try.
Keep the friendship, right?
There's always attempt. You can attempt, okay?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye.
How many times have I tried long distance? You've tried long distance relationship, yes?
Yes, I have.
How long did you last?
2.5 years, but I was also younger. With Chris. Hello.
Yeah, you did 2.5 years of like phones and phones.
At that time, wala pang Skype. Phones lang at saka beeper.
So you,
wala pang
you
cell phone. Yeah. No, may cell phone naman.
But I'll tell you this though. Here's the great reveal.
Yeah.
Right? So you've tried the long distance relationship.
Yeah.
I've tried the long distance relationship, right? Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you, this is true because not just because it's true for Bianca and me, but because it's true for the great majority of people who attempt this at a young age.
Yeah.
It always ends in scandal. Always.
At a young age, people.
It never ends like, hey, listen, medyo napapagod na ako kasi alam mo, may trabaho na ako, medyo mahirap kasi I think we have to break. No, it always ends in scandal. What scandal? Guess what happened to the girl that I was dating long distance? She got pregnant by another guy there on the other side of the world.
Oh shit! Sorry.
What happened?
To hear that.
What happened? I forgave her for a little bit, and then what happened to your long distance relationship? Where's the scandal?
You know what happened.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't get pregnant. It's just that, it went down south.
Yeah.
But he and I are actually like really close.
Yeah,
like we only got along after we broke up. He and I are good friends.
I got along after with a girl and her kid.
Yeah,
no worries.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is it always ends in scandal. When you're young, long distance.
Yeah, young.
Shit, even when you're old. Bad mix. Taking a break. Back after this. Don't go away.
Stay tuned. We'll return after this commercial break.
With All Stars, we're always on the move. It's really important for us to get better and stronger for every competition that we get into. For all the different lifestyles that we have, some of us are graphic artists, filmmakers. We still find ways to get together. We put a lot of effort in practicing and rehearsing. Minsan may mga biglaang shows or auditions, so it's really important for us to get connected. I use my Globe group messaging to get a hold of everybody else. Malayo na rin ang narating namin, marami na rin kaming napuntahan. So it's really important to get connected.
Take a little sunshine, drop a little rainbow, mix in a smile, and stay for a while. Sabrina's kitchen, what you waiting for? Sabrina's kitchen, always room for one more. Sabrina's kitchen, cooking up a storm. Sabrina's kitchen, always something new. Sabrina's kitchen, tables waiting for you.
You guys are familiar with a game Chubby Bunny, but
what's like?
Have you played Chubby Bunny before?
No.
You put a marshmallow in your mouth. You say Chubby Bunny. you keep putting it in your mouth. You keep saying Chubby Bunny.
Okay.
Whoever can fit the most in their mouth wins. But we're not gonna say Chubby Bunny. We're gonna have a conversation.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, okay ka na ba? And you're gonna be like, okay na.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Go.
2 at a time.
Okay, I'll learn 2 at a time. Okay ka na ba? What?
Okay na. I just saw it.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na.
Okay. No, that's disgusting.
What you've been missing on The Factory.
Were you the one who posted, James, regarding the guidelines when it comes to checkpoints?
Yes, I was.
That's fantastic.
Yes, I just made it up, but you know, I thought it was this time of year, right? Elections. You know, you never let the truth get in the way of a good story, okay? Children, do not follow this at home. I'm just kidding. Just so you know your rights. If you do get stopped by a checkpoint,
you are not allowed.
We're able to verify all of these, James.
You're not allowed to run over them. That didn't make it here. So technically... Now, number 2. Upon approach, slow down. I guess that counts as not running them over. Dim headlights and turn on cabin lights. Okay.
Cabin lights.
Mm-hmm. Lock all doors of vehicles during inspection. Since lock.
They might get pissed off because you're locking.
But that's the thing.
Okay.
This is where they get you. And this is actually, I know we're making fun of it a little bit, but this is a serious issue. We've seen some people genuinely harassed. Drugs are planted. And other things, you know. A Justin Bieber CD is planted, which is even worse.
Oh,
yes,
no.
I've heard of that, you know. And there's no defense for that. There's really no defense. Yeah, it's like, but Your Honor, we found this. Throw the book at him. The CD as well.
Then after that, you have to submit your cell phone and everything. Yeah. And next thing you know, you have a Justin Bieber ringtone.
Catch James Deacon and the boys on Counterflow Wednesdays, 7:30 to 8:30, only here on The Factory.
Then the maid got jaundice. Jaundice is different from jaundice. Jaundice is buntis, like that. But she does not... Tears up! Tears up! Anyway, jaundice does not know... This is professional show. I will put the merienda here. So, jaundice. And I'm now happy to present to you Carl Udario. Halika dito, te. Tabi tayo. Gusto mo ng snacks? Ano ba to? Ganyan ba yan? Tapos?
Ang puti, mama.
Ay, tapos. Dito ba? Pwede ba dyan?
Pwede. Concealer. Yan, para sa show mo, ha? Oh.
Aray ko. Amayaya ba? Pwede ba itong ano? Zora, pang ano ba to? Oil absorbing? Pwede pa itong nose line?
Tita Kay, may caution.
Caution! Caution! Basta ng glamour, te!
When used for the first 2 weeks, more pimples will appear. Burahin na sila.
Oh my God!
Sorry, ma. Ito talaga?
Hindi, bago yan. Don't worry.
Buti ako sa mata lang. Hindi naman nagkakap yun. Dapat pala caution muna yung pinasa natin.
Join your host, Carrots Nazareno, on Live, Love, Lols every Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30, only here on The Factory.
My girlfriend says she hates me.
It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast. Call the show tonight and get your love problem answered.
Follow us on Twitter at GTWM Podcast.
And visit www.motwister.com.
Excited about Wednesday. Georgina Wilson will be here. And Bianca, don't you dare do any drama when she's here. God damn it.
I'll try my best not to do any emotional acrobatics.
That's Georgina. She's perfection. Oh, wait,
yeah, Georgina's a fan. I used to put makeup on her. Yeah. I mean, we've hung out in the same circles and stuff. Yeah.
Is she really perfect? I mean, I've met her a couple times, and she's perfect, right?
I mean, she's very intelligent. She's very well versed. I'll attest to that. I mean, I think a lot of people who will say things about a lot of people like that is, I'm sorry, they're just jealous.
Why? What's the
Period.
one thing I've never heard anything bad about?
No,
you.
I mean,
what do you do?
for example, I think for anyone who is really, really beautiful, anyone who's really, really smart, I mean, there will always be people who are haters. Like, I remember when she was talking about, like, the RH bill.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. When she gets all political and shit, people kind of give her a hard time. Because
Yeah, but it's
I think
kind of
it's-
like
was it-
pretty people are not allowed to have an opinion because they probably
I
are
know what it is.
stupid.
I think it's because her boyfriend is
Oh,
Borgia.
okay.
He comes from the Marcos family. That
I
every
know,
time
but that's
that
kind of
she
like
says
that's just a
something political,
technicality, man. I mean, it's like for example, like that Miss America that just won, and people are getting all riled up about it.
Why? What happened? It was on last night. I didn't care for it. What happened?
Yeah, and people are saying, like, in honor of the people who died in 9/11, she's Arab. Dude, she's fucking Indian. She's not Arab. Like, people are so fucking ignorant, man.
What
So
state?
New York. She's Miss New York.
Oh, okay. Solid.
Yeah, so
Is she
it's just-
pretty?
I mean, yeah, she's pretty. I mean, like Sushmita Sen. She's Indian too. I mean, obviously it happened way before 9/11, but seriously, people, if you're going to say shit, kind of make it more valid. Like, people are like, "Oh, like congrats to all you people who just took away from the memory of 9/11. Congratulations to you for being so insensitive." It's like, dude,
And she happens to be from New York.
She's
That's awesome.
Indian. I mean, she's
awesome.
not Arab. Oh my god. And yeah.
No, but I've had that. You know, my mom is Indian. People walk up and say, "Hey, Mo, what's up? So you're like a terrorist family?" It's like,
No, it's kind of like if you're German, you must be like a descendant of Hitler. I mean, it's
well, no, but see, even that has more legs. In
yeah, I
reality
know, but
than-
for me,
than-
it's
because
like,
he was from
are you
like,
going to
India's
punish
not-
every single person that it's not like people asked to
Again.
be born German or Arab or you know what I mean? It's
Right, but no, I'm just talking about the ridiculousness of an Indian person has to be a terrorist is crazy. I mean, like,
Yeah.
you're Arab, you're a Muslim terrorist. No, I'm an Hindu, kind of like, no.
Yeah, poor girl, right? I
Yeah.
mean,
No,
she is like
I'm actually rather, if you look at us historically, actually we're rather opposite. Gandhi was Indian. Just want to remind you, Gandhi existed. He was Indian. He was like super no violence, hunger strike guy. Remember him?
exactly. Yeah, that's true.
He's not
yeah.
Bin Laden. Just want to throw that one out there.
Yeah, but anyway, okay.
All right. Let's go to June. You are, by the way, back on the show here. It's Good Times for All the Podcast, Season 2, brought to you by Globe. Sorry. There's Bianca Valerio. You can follow her on Twitter at Bianca_Valerio. No hate tweets, please.
Oh, please, guys, because I'm going to cry some more.
I have to give you shit all episode. You know that, right? You've earned it, right?
No, but guys, again, I want to thank you guys for all this love and support, and just thank you. At least I know that me contributing to the show must at least give a few boners and melt a few hearts.
Fair enough. Juan. I'm sorry, Juan, not June. Juan, you're 34 on line 4. What's up, Juan?
Is
You've
he
been on hold for an
22?
hour. 30. Hello? But we have a 22-year-old coming up next.
Yeah.
So I get to play the song for you. Hi, Juan, 34, Muntinlupa. What's going on?
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, sir.
Hi. Yeah. Hi, Mo. My problem is I have problems keeping it up.
Your penis. Okay.
I
is it,
thought like keeping it up like life. Oh.
No. The potots.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
How sexy that a 34-year-old refers to
when you
his own
start,
penis as
you
the
go
potot.
kissing, etc., intimate, and then it goes up. Then when it's about to go in, it loses momentum, something like that.
Yeah, it's not momentum. It's what it is you actually gain anxiety. The fact that, okay, see, here's the thing. You need to make sure that you don't have a physiological problem, meaning tumitigas naman titi mo, diba? So umaga, kung nagjajakol ka, matigas din yun. Translate, by the way, Bianca, if you may.
I mean, when you're jacking off, it still gets hard, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Normal, yeah.
Pag smear mo yung mga tamod mo sa katawan mo, di ba? Medyo dumidikit naman yung tamod, no? So Bianca, can you translate that?
I have no idea what you just said. What's the mod?
When he's wiping his semen all over his body, is it sticky?
Oh my god.
I'm just trying to get you to translate the most
This is
profane
because
thing
I don't have a penis, which is why I probably don't know that term, right?
Kapag tinitira mo sa puwet yung chicks mo, no?
No. Nothing
Bianca
like
translate.
that.
When you're trying to target your penis for the semen can just like sprout out from your glory.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Okay,
stays
anyways.
hard, right?
It's appointing
Sorry,
after.
Juan.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
yeah.
Juan, when you're masturbating, your dick is hard, yes?
Okay.
Okay, so it's anxiety, meaning you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to perform. You're getting really excited. And what happens is like you know it's kind of like when you're
It
really
happens
drunk,
with
your penis
girls
doesn't
too.
work.
I think when girls are try too hard to think, okay, I need to come. It's supposed to feel this way. Like they're subjecting themselves that it has to happen. The more it doesn't happen.
It's also it happens to females when you're not ready to have sex. Like you think
Okay.
you're ready to have sex, or you think you should be having sex because you're in a relationship, but you're truly not have sold the idea
Yeah.
to yourself. Your vagina it'll actually be very difficult to get a penis in your vagina. It kind of like that whole
It's like
lock,
pushing it away.
Vag.
Yeah.
That vaginismus.
Yeah.
What it is, it's because you're not ready. And
But I have
it's
to ask a question. What are the causes of that anxiety in men?
It used to happen to me often, and I've shared this on the podcast several times, so I apologize for people who've heard this. But, okay, this is going to sound douchebag, but please forgive me. It's not in the spirit that it's intended. It's just because it's what happened. When you're in my line of work, there are a lot of people who will be willing to sleep with you. Would you agree, Bianca? I mean, come on, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess quote-unquote celebrity. People are going to have sex with you. And when it's, like, for example, like a podcast listener wants to have sex with me, I have no problem with my penis. But when it's another celebrity who wants to have sex with me, I have penis problems. Because they're so attractive that I kind of
You feel like you need to represent. You need to represent.
No. It's like, what are you doing here with me? Like, if I wasn't this, there's no way in hell a girl of your caliber would be sleeping with me. I'm supposed to be sleeping with 5s and 6s and 7s at the most, not 9s and 10s. What the hell is this 9 and 10 doing in my room naked? All of a sudden, my penis doesn't work because my penis is realistic. It doesn't know job.
So you feel you're not worthy. Your
ratings.
penis is not worthy.
Yes.
No, that's a legit question.
Because, because growing up, when you're growing up and you look at yourself in the mirror and I say, this is what I have to offer the world. I'm short. Okay, I'm kind of witty. I'm not ugly, but I'm certainly not good looking. This is what I expect out of life. I'm going to have sex with 4s, 5s, 6. And if I'm really lucky, maybe I'll get a 7. But I don't have the game for a 7 because I'm not I'm not a sweet talker or any of that shit. So I'm going to be banging 4s and 5s for the rest of my life. And then all of a sudden, there's these 9s and 10s coming into the house and they're like, oh yeah, let's go fuck. And I'm like, whoa, this is not supposed to happen. All of a sudden, my dick doesn't work.
So you feel the pressure because you feel like you need, like I said, you need to represent?
I think it's a little bit of self-esteem. I think it's like, what are you doing here? What's the catch? Why are you here? What's going on? It's not really I have to perform well because I think I'm fine. And I think my penis is fine. But I'm more like...
So you have like a lot of self-doubt.
Yeah, which is kind of odd because I'm not really... I don't have that in a lot of other things. But for that, I'm like, what are you doing here? Come on.
Okay, so why don't we ask our caller, like, is on a scale of 1 to 10, is she like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Like, why do you think?
Well, let's start with who is she? Okay. Because my solution was she just had to come over more. Like, okay, for example, super hot 10. Like, this girl that I'm talking about, Bianca, she's fucking hot as fucking nuts. Like, crazy hot, right? And my dick didn't work for the first time. And then she came over again for the second time. Like, what are you doing here? Last time my dick didn't work, and you were trying to blow me. It wasn't getting hard. Third time, it still didn't work. Fourth time, it still didn't work.
What?
And fifth time, yeah. Then the fifth time, my dick just decided to accept that she wanted to fuck me.
So it was spending more time with her that you were actually getting not used to it, but you were actually starting to accept that, okay, she really wants to be with me. It's not like just luck of like perchance of one or two times.
My penis finally came to the reality that this girl is here because she wants to be here.
Okay.
Not because of any other thing of she's going to get something out of it. an iPad mini, or no, she wants to be. She got something mini. It just wasn't an iPad. She wants to be here, and when my dick accepted that, it never went soft again with her. And then the next girl came over who was just as hot as her, and then same problem again. Dick didn't work.
Wow.
The anxiety. It'll fuck you good, man. So let me ask you, who is this girl to you? Is she your wife? Is she your girlfriend? Is she your casual sex?
Have you guys...
And I'm assuming you guys have been together for a short amount of time?
Yeah.
That's what it is. You see, Bianca? It'll get there, my friend. It will. Once you start accepting... Now, here's another one. This girl is super hot, or at least she's hotter than you are. Yes?
Hello?
Juan? Juan's been on hold on his cordless phone, and it went low bat.
Just like his wieners.
Yes, like his dick went low bat.
Oh no, but poor guy. I mean, we failed to ask him though. Did the girl know this? Like, did she say anything?
Oh, of course. What are you talking about? You've said it on this show that if a guy didn't his penis wasn't hard, you'd feel bad for yourself.
Yeah, I would. No, but I'm asking, what did she say? You know?
Right. But remember, I told you
because
when you
I'm
said
only
that,
learning about this. I remember, but it's only now I'm learning from you about this whole anxiety thing. Before this, I honestly thought like girls like. Again, before this, I actually thought, oh my God, he's not really super attracted to me, or maybe I'm doing something wrong, or, like I didn't know about the anxiety thing. I really didn't.
It's like this, Bianca. Remember when you said you'd feel bad if someone's penis wasn't hard and you're about to have sex? I on the contrary, it's a compliment. You're too hot that my dick doesn't believe you.
So strange. Okay, so your solution is that the guy has to become more comfortable with you. And with that, you have to spend more time with them and show more desire for them.
That you don't have to be a rock star. Because it might not necessarily mean that, she's hot and all that stuff. That was my experience. But the anxiety is still there. Whatever makes you anxious, whether it's your ability to perform, whether you think you're too small. Like, for example, you're a guy. You listen to this podcast all the time. You hear Bianca call your Asian dick tiny. That's anxiety now. That you're now feeding their anxious behavior, Bianca, with your comments. Not saying that you're wrong because you're true. It's true. Asians have a small dick.
No, but I don't believe that anymore.
Oh, all of a sudden, no, come on. It's science. Maybe you'll come across some that don't, but let's say the general majority are, okay? So guess what happens next time? Like even me, I already know that the moment I have the ability or the opportunity to bang, let's say a French girl. Mm-hmm. Let's say tomorrow I meet this awesome hot French model. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, right. But let's just say, I know I'm not going to have an erection. You know why? Because in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, I'm Asian. She's been to Europe. She's seen huge Dutch dick.
Okay.
This is
Dutch wiener. She's seen shoebligs and bratwurst.
She's seen Scandinavian balls far larger than mine.
Okay.
Anxiety will kick in. Mm-hmm. And then maybe on the fourth and the fifth time that this awesome Euro chick wants to sleep with me, then it'll work. But it has to have a breaking point, a point where you go, okay, I'm going to leave it behind me. I'm going to leave all of that stupid SAD behind me. I'm going to leave all that stupid, why is this girl want to bang me behind me? I'm going to leave the fact that not all girls have to have an orgasm. And I'm just going to have to enjoy the moment. Because it's that also like,
and that's funny. You're saying that, enjoy the moment, because when it comes to girls' orgasms, like I was saying, sometimes you put so much stress. It's like life. It's not about the destination, it's the journey, right? So sometimes people are so focused on getting to the orgasm or to the destination that they forget to actually enjoy the process of getting there, like foreplay and all these other things. So that in the end, it backfires on them and it doesn't actually happen, right?
So you check the root word. Well, what is that? Anxious. When you want to get to the end, hey, relax. You're too anxious. Relax. Enjoy the ride.
Okay. I didn't know guys go through that too. I thought with guys, like, they can just get off anytime. Like, just, Okay.
It is weird. It's kind of, it's Mother Nature. Nice
because
way
look,
of, like, fucking you over.
I mean, for example, let me ask you a question. Okay. Sure. Guys in general, let's say you didn't know that someone was okay, let's say you had to close your eyes and somebody sucked your dick, okay? Regardless if it was a guy or a girl, ugly, whatever, pretty, regardless, it would get hard, right? Because it's a muscle. And you got turned on. So that's what I just thought. I thought like with guys, the moment you just touch it or it feels something, you get turned on right away.
Okay, you know how the true saying is everything in this world is in moderation. If you want to enjoy something, you do it in moderation. My penis is hardest, like rigid.
Yeah.
when it's with a 6 or a 7.
Because you feel like you're an equal pace.
No, I don't care. No, it's like okay. It's just sex. Like I don't really like you that much, and you're not awful looking. You're not beastly. Let's just get it over with, and let's just enjoy it. Whatever.
Okay.
It's not hardest when it's with a super hot girl, and when it's I've never been with a wildebeest, but I'm pretty sure that if I was with like some sort of like warthog, a 1 or a 2, that it probably wouldn't work.
Everything's relative, right? What may be hot to you may be hot
okay,
to
sure, but it's still the bookends. My penis won't perform well in the bookends. If you're a hyena, it's not going to go well. If you're a fucking just beautiful unicorn, it's not going to work well.
Is it true though when they say that when the guy's not super attracted to the girl but he wants to get laid, he does it from behind? Is that true? So you don't need to see her face?
True. No, you just turn off the lights.
Okay, makes sense. Okay. All right.
How many times have you had sex with a guy and then imagined it was somebody else?
Never. Honestly.
That's impossible.
Honestly. No, I mean, I swear, I promise on Mama Mary and Jesus, never. But I do think sometimes, like, I wonder, because I read on Cosmo and all these things, like how the guy imagines you're Giselle or Adriana Lima, or they can imagine you were grandma so that they don't come right away. It could be both ends of the spectrum, right?
Sure.
They imagine baseball, hamburgers. They imagine stuff that just so that they don't come right away.
And to be honest, like when I'm having sex with someone who's really attractive, you know what I enjoy most? And this is going to show me as puss. I don't enjoy the sex most. I just enjoy seeing her walk around naked more. Like, man, look at her. She's hot. That is awesome.
Really? No,
look at her
I find that endearing because sometimes it's
Yeah.
the little things that turn you on, right? I can
But see, it's not even
appreciate that.
turned on. Like, it's not even like I'll get a boner. It's more, it's like I'm
You're
more
content.
thrilled.
Okay.
Yeah, about just walking, just the walk towards the bed, like, or walking around afterward. Just walking around nude. I'm like, oh, you're so hot. It's crazy. Just walk around even more a little bit. It's not even the whole, okay, you're on top of me, right?
Or she doesn't need to do a lap dance. She just needs to walk.
Or just, taking a bath. And I walk in and you're like, hey, shampooing your hair, like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, oh, you're so hot. It's crazy. That's what I mean.
Okay, that's
why are you here?
Really?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And call it self-esteem. I don't care. Yeah, probably. Yeah, low self-esteem, whatever.
No, but I think if you also look at it in a different way, it's endearing because sometimes for some girls they feel like they need to do the wildest things in order to turn on a man or to give pleasure to a man. But comments like that of you saying just seeing her take a bath or seeing her silhouette and she's just doing her own thing and she's just walking, like those simple joys, it also gives a lot of perspective to a woman, like, hey, thank you, you can appreciate me just for that and I don't need to do Cirque du Soleil acts.
Sounds like we're friends again. Elisa, you are on line 6.
We're friends
22 years old. Hi, Elisa, line 6. What's up?
Hi, hello.
Hi.
Hi. How can we help you, love?
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah, before I begin, can I just say that you guys are really amazing and you're the best thing that ever happened to podcast.
I know. Oh, yeah, thank you, I mean. Yeah, thanks. Elisa, that's very nice of you to say. I appreciate that. That's really cool because there are a lot of podcasts out there and sometimes I think, will we still be as dominant now that every kind of everybody's doing
out
one.
there, yeah.
Yeah, everyone's doing one now. And I want everyone to do one because I want our medium to rise. Like, I want this to be a major
category
form of entertainment
platform.
And media and information and all platform. Totally. Yeah. That's what I want for podcast. And I've said that 3 years ago when we did our very first episode, or was it 3? Yeah, about 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. I said that on the first episode, and I mean it. But at the same time, a little bit of me goes, man, are we still going to be able to put the numbers that we put up, knowing that people only have X amount of time to listen to podcasts. Are they going to still choose us when there's so much out there? And thankfully, Ange, our producer, who sits right over there. Hi, Ange.
She's saying yes.
Lesbian. That's all. Just saying. Lesbian.
She's got big
Ange
boobs.
over there emailed me the stats, and she's like, look at the stats. Fucking crazy. They're still so strong. And I'm like, even stronger than they used to be. So I'm like, wow, that's awesome. So thank you for that, Elisa. And for all of you who continue to download and call and chat and just spread the word to your friends and stuff like that. It leaves such a nice little feeling in my belly. All right. What do you got? What's wrong with your fucking life?
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, I just have this problem about my ex-boyfriend because I've dated this guy for 2 years and we've been off for like a year now. But I think I still haven't gotten over him. And basically, I think that one thing is for sure that he's a bad boy, and I'm mainly attracted to bad boys. I've tried dating good boys, but I found them boring, and I just want to know if there's any like explanation on why girls have this penchant for bad boys.
Okay.
There's the common explanation, which I think many people say, oh, you know, they want to be a savior, you want to fix these bad boys. I don't believe that. But let's ask Bianca first, because she's the female, and she's dated more guys than I have. Bianca, what's the deal here? Is it that what everybody says it is, which I don't believe, that girls just want to fix these guys? I think that's bullshit.
There is a part because there's always that feeling that he's mean to everybody but he's kind to me, or he won't do anything for anybody else except for me. It's that validation, right? That you are that one person that hits the buttons right, that brings out the good man in him, but he only does it exclusively for you. Yes, there is that percentage of the whole savior complex. However, there is also simply, like, for example, let's say you're a more shy person, for example. I mean, when we watch movies, a lot of bad boys, they seem to be more exciting. They are more adventurous. They bring out that side in us that want to be just, not necessarily like them, but it gives us more courage to live more on the, I wouldn't say dark side, but more on the exciting side. And sometimes it takes people like this to bring that out of us. So sometimes we want that person to, it's a very dominant thing. It gives them, it represents strength, that they don't care about what people think, they're going to do it anyway. I mean, I think that adds to the appeal of Mo Twister. Yeah, that you are an ultimate bad boy. Yeah, it's like people want to rein you in and they can't figure you out, and it's sort of that adds to your appeal. It's either love you or hate you, but it still adds to your appeal.
If you date me, thinking that you're getting a bad boy and that you're attracted to bad boys, you will be sorely mistaken, and you will either cheat on me or leave me soon.
However,
because I'm so boring.
Yes,
go ahead.
Well, I will say this. It doesn't mean that, for example, once upon a time, I used to like the bad boys, right? But you come to a stage in your life and you're thinking, Jesus, I don't want to try and fix anybody anymore, you know?
It's tiring.
I just want the good guy. It's like, I don't mind that they were bad boys before, like even before we met or whatever, because I would even like that they get whatever out of their system. But there comes a point in your life and you're just thinking, it's like, I don't want the thrill anymore of everybody knows, wow, she was able to tame him. What kind of girl is she like?
I don't believe any of this shit.
Okay.
Zero. You know what it is?
What?
It's you bring home, you get attracted to what you grew up with. And I really do believe it so strongly. Like, there are girls who like bad boys, that's because they've got bad boy dads.
I was just going to say, I was attracted to bad boys before. My dad is anything but a bad boy.
Is he? Is he not strict? Is he not extremely critical? Is he? No, because listen.
I mean, if that's your definition of a bad boy.
Here's what I'm going to do. Without trying to be too specific about your life, because not a lot of people will be able to get to relate. But if you can forgive us for 2 minutes here, as Bianca and I talk about us growing up.
Okay.
Your boyfriend, who's my friend, Chris, was not a bad boy. He looked like one, but he was in fact very strict, very critical about all these things. which I think is very much like your father. And I do believe that people bring home what they experience. They're attracted to what their experiences are. And
nope.
I think that if you're no, I think that if you like Bad Boys, there must have been something. There must have been something there growing up that has led you to the attraction to Bad Boys.
No, I mean, personally, for me, no, it wasn't that. I think it was more of a Jesus complex for me.
How can you have a Jesus complex at that age
time
when you are admittedly someone has low self-esteem, who is bullied and this and that through school?
I don't know. Maybe it was a valid. Maybe it was a valid. Maybe it was a validation that maybe, I had low self-esteem growing up because I was bullied and I felt like no one listened to me and nobody ever validated me. And finally, there's someone that I think is amazing and he's listening to me. I don't know. Who knows?
He's not listening to you.
But I don't know. But that was the past, right? And I was young and all that. But I personally don't think it has to do with he was like my dad. If anything, he's not like my dad.
I think it's what your mom brings home is what you're gonna bring home.
Brought home.
And I feel strongly about it is the circle of life. When your mom brings home an addict, this, that, guess what? Look at your boyfriend. Ooh, oh my God, look at that. What a coincidence. Same thing.
I guess, but to some extent. But now because I've also grown up and I've learned to refine and I wouldn't say structure, but I know now what I want and what I don't want in a partner because I have dated such and such and such that now I'm in a place where I don't need a bad boy.
Okay, well, let's get back to this girl here.
Yeah.
Let's get back to this girl. Elisa, how bad is this boy?
How bad is this boy? Yeah, what's your definition of a bad boy, first of all?
Yeah, give me the worst thing he's done.
Maybe it got to a point when he hurt me physically.
Okay. Did your dad beat up your mom?
No.
Never? They never got no, really big fights, showcasing fights at home?
They fight, but it doesn't get to that point.
And after he abused you, you were attracted to him just as much?
I'm sorry?
When he beat you up and shit, you really like that? You were still attracted to him afterwards?
I was hoping that he would change. But then we would go on in that cycle again.
You know what? Yeah, sometimes it's that feeling of I know how you feel of when they do something bad to you and then they promise they'll change or you kind of see an inkling that maybe they're changing. It's that validation. Wow, he really wants to change for me. I am worth all that. I get it. I've been there, right?
No, but why is it always about you though?
No, meaning
why am I?
You should read it in Cosmo and so many.
Cosmo is the stupidest magazine.
I am just saying in reference so that people can relate to it. I'm just saying that there are many girls out there who feel like the reason why they stay in relationships even after their boyfriends have never, or maybe even guys feel it. I don't know. I can't say, right? But for girls, the reason why they stay is because they want to believe that they're the reason why their boyfriend changed for the better.
Well, here's the thing though. This girl clearly said in the beginning, my ex. So she knew that there was a limit. And that's great. And that doesn't also mean that my theory was incorrect that you bring in guys like this. It's if you stay in relationships.
True. Yeah.
If you stay in relationships with guys like this, you made a choice to break up with this guy. And did you break up with him because he was abusive to you?
You finally put your foot down? Hello?
Lisa?
Yeah.
Did you finally put your foot down? That's why you ended it with him?
I'm sorry, it's quite choppy.
Why did you break up with him?
We broke up because of that incident when he hurt me. And that,
right.
And then I was
that's the right thing to do. Right. So it doesn't mean you're attracted to bad boys. You just happen to have a bad one. Do you get the difference
fair.
now?
Yeah, that's fair. Mm-hmm.
Like you just got somebody who conned you into believing they were a good person, kicked your ass, and you left, which is the right thing to do.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with your picker. You just happen to get a bad one.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh. Now, how many boyfriends have you had that kicked your ass?
Just him.
That's right. So you're not, in fact, attracted to bad boys.
Yeah.
You just happen to date a bad one.
Because if it's an ongoing cycle where it happens with every single guy that you date, then maybe there's a unhealthy pattern. But if it's just this one guy, it doesn't define like who you are that of your bad choices in men.
That's
it's
right.
just this one incident.
So that's why I'm saying that maybe, in fact, you did not have a really rough upbringing. I would have then really said, oh, you must have been a rough upbringing if you continue to choose guys that abuse you. But you, in fact, made one bad choice, and I'm glad you dispatched this fucker from your life. And, you can't really label yourself as a person who has bad taste in men until you see a pattern that you're bringing home very abusive guys. In that case, you need to date guys that you're interested in, but not super into, if that makes sense. Like, go for guys that are slightly boring. Go for guys, but you can hang out with them.
Yeah.
Go for guys that you're marginally attracted to instead of really, really hot for. And that should at least solve your problem. But please don't diagnose yourself as someone who's a problem child who brings home these abusive men, like I was kind of talking about earlier. I think this was really just one bad choice on your part. Not even on your part. You just dated a bad guy, and he didn't seem like a bad guy in the beginning, and then it turned out to be a bad guy. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, love?
That's all, I think.
Did he fuck you up really good, though? Or was it just kind of one smack in the head?
I'm sorry?
Did he beat your ass really bad? Or did he, just smack you in the head a couple times?
He pushed me, and I fell on my ass.
All right. Okay. Still an asshole, but I mean, it depends on the reason why I'm asking is what amount of revenge should I cook up for you? All right, Elisa. Thanks for the call, baby.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
I
take
appreciate
care.
it. Bye-bye.
Okay.
You know what I'm scared about? If I ever I've never hit
No,
a girl.
I have a question for you, Mo.
I'd be scared about her brother coming back. Oh, man, because if somebody hurt my sister, I would burn that motherfucker's house with everybody inside. I would burn it down. Children, dogs, everybody.
Speaking of dogs, how's your dog?
Yeah, he's great. He hasn't taken a shit in a week, though. I'm kind of worried.
Oh, he's constipation. That's not a good thing. Yeah.
No, he's had major intestinal and stomach surgery. So
no, but I want to ask you something in relation
go
to this, because now I'm thinking the guys I've dated, they're actually none of them are one guy was a certain way, another guy was a certain way, another guy was a certain way. They are so different from each other, really different when I think about it. No, really. That's why when you were talking to her, I was analyzing. I'm like, no, the other one was so different. So
that's right. You had Chris, who's the prototypical alpha male, and then you dated the gay guy. That's right. Maybe I am wrong.
Okay, but yes, you are very wrong, because I don't actually have a pattern of the guys I date. So my question for you is, the girls that you dated, were there, in retrospect, did they have similarities?
Yes.
That they did?
Exactly. And it's funny because I was just having this conversation with a friend of mine the other day regarding the relationships I've been in.
Okay.
Do you know which girl is the one that got away? The one that I think about and I go, fuck, man.
Am I allowed to say her name?
I should have fixed that one. Yeah, go ahead. I don't care. Go ahead.
I forgot her name.
Well, thank you.
Is she the one that I actually met?
Then no. You've met two
Angelette. And Jeanette. And Jarette. Jeanette.
That's a shaving brand. No, Jeanette is the girlfriend.
Is it Jeanette? Is it Jeanette? No, it's not.
No. Yeah, no. She's not the one that got away. And here's the thing: of all my girlfriends, they all had a common denominator.
Hold
except
on,
one.
she was your ex-girlfriend? Ange just told me who.
Jeanette? Who? Janet McBride? Who?
Am I saying? I can't say her.
I don't care.
The
You
one
can say
that
anybody.
went away. The one that got away.
No, you can say anybody.
Andy?
It's fine.
Andy?
Okay, hold on. Here's what I'm... Yeah, Andy was my girlfriend too. But hold on.
I didn't even know you dated her.
Yeah, for a long time.
Oh, I didn't know
Right before my
that.
last one. Yeah,
Oh.
totally. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Okay.
Of all the ones that I've dated, like girlfriends,
Okay.
and then the single one that got away stands out. And I
Okay.
only thought about this recently
Okay.
compared to the other ones who had a common thing. Do you know what that one girl had in common?
What?
She didn't come from a broken home. And I'm not saying that if you come from a broken home, you're fucked.
Okay.
But that was every girl I dated came from a broken home. And it all was chaotic and this except one. And it was the one that where parents were intact. They went to church and all of that shit, which to me was laughable at the time because I thought their stupid religion bullshit was crap. And I'm like, parents were, oh, Jesus. I'm like, well, fuck you, Mary, fucking whore. I would fuck that shit.
Okay.
But it turns out that it was the one with the least amount of chaos and the most family structure. Like they had a legit family structure. The ones we read about and all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. And to this very day, it's the biggest regret I have because it showed itself in the relationship. The family structure, that present father, the present mother involved in their life, church on Sunday. We broke up for the least chaotic reasons. It wasn't even chaotic at all. And it was the one where I look at my life and all the other girlfriends I've had and I long for it again, where we had that kind of stability.
Okay.
And it had to do with the household. I'm sorry. No, it had to do with the household.
I see.
So that's why until now, when people bring up these things, I always go, what's the household like? Because there was a common chaos in all my other relationships. And then when you think about it, it was the same exact thing. Foreign dad, absentee, fucking, awful relationship with mother alpha female because she had to be it was awful. And maybe, I'm not saying that they're bad people. Maybe it was a bad chemistry.
Okay, that's
between
fair. Yeah,
what
that's
I
fair.
brought.
Because sometimes you're dealt with cards that, you don't really have a choice and how it affects you. It's like, it's terrible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely. But see, it was a bad chemistry between, I came from that family structured church on Sunday bullshit. Mm-hmm. And when I dated the girl that had that same thing, man, it was perfect. No fighting, no this, no that, nothing. And then every single time I dated a girl that wasn't from that upbringing, oh, what a fucking nightmare. Fucking nightmare.
Wow. So are you going to reveal to us who this girl is? Do I
Yeah, it's
know
Andy.
her?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
Andy.
it was Andy. Oh, Ange is looking at her. I told you.
Fuck you, lesbian Ange. And again, it's not saying that you can't come from a broken home. It's just the chemistry of that structure and my structure growing up, knowing it and all of that stuff. It does help it. It does show itself.
I'm actually hosting her wedding to GP.
Ah, good. No, and I'm happy for
November.
it. When I say one that got away in terms of I don't miss her in that sense, and I'm happy for it and all of those things. I don't do any. It's none of that. It was the great relationship in terms of not being chaotic, and man, you just kind of almost long for it. Just some
she's
sort of peace and
lovely.
stability.
She's such a
She's
sweetheart.
awesome. She's fantastic. She's great, and I'm so happy for her and her getting married and
You're
stuff.
so
And I
cute
don't
on
want to.
Twitter.
I don't want to talk too much about her because obviously she has a fiance and he'd probably feel uncomfortable. But at the same time, she's fantastic and good stuff. I'm really, really thrilled about what's going on in her life.
Okay. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, man.
Don't cry now. Don't pull a Bianca. Don't fucking pull a Bianca.
No,
Jesus.
do not even.
Only I'm
think
allowed to be
that it
dramatic
affects
on
me.
the show. Okay?
It doesn't affect me at all anymore. I'm just saying, if I was going to mimic a future relationship, I would make sure to look for a family like hers. That's all.
Okay, that's fair.
That makes sense. Yeah. Taking a break. Back after this. Don't go away. It's Good Times with Mo podcast, season 2. Brought to you by Globe.
Stay tuned. We'll return after this commercial break.
With All Stars, we're always on the move. It's really important for us to get better and stronger for every competition that we get into. For all the different lifestyles that we have, some of us are graphic artists, filmmakers, we still find ways to get together. We put a lot of effort in practicing and rehearsing. Minsan may mga biglaang shows or auditions, so it's really important for us to get connected. I use my Globe group messaging to get a hold of everybody else. Malayo na rin ang narating namin, marami na rin kaming napuntahan. So it's really important to get connected.
Take a little sunshine, drop a little rainbow, mix in a smile, stay for a while. Sabrina's kitchen, what you waiting for? Sabrina's kitchen, always room for one more. Sabrina's kitchen, cooking up a storm. Sabrina's kitchen, always something new. Sabrina's kitchen, tables waiting for you.
I was dared through Boss Man to eat a spoonful of not sugar but cinnamon. So you guys, I don't cower down to a challenge. I take them wholeheartedly and with spoonfuls. And I'm going to take a spoonful of cinnamon.
I saw this like 1,000 Ways to Die and the guy died. It was so sad.
Okay, now say Chubby Bunny.
I like the color of your lip. Are you here? Oh my god. She's gonna blow. You look like the Wicked Witch. So, how was your experience?
I need a raise.
What you've been missing on The Factory.
Were you the one who posted, James, regarding the guidelines when it comes to checkpoints?
Yes, I was.
That's fantastic.
Yes, I just made it up, but you know, I thought it was. I mean, this time of year, right? Elections. You know, you never let the truth get in the way of a good story. Okay, children, do not follow this at home. I'm just kidding. Just so you know your rights. If you do get stopped by a checkpoint,
you are not.
We're able to verify all of these, James.
You're not allowed to run over them. That didn't make it here, so technically. Now, number 2, upon approach, slow down. I guess that counts as not running them over. Dim headlights and turn on cabin lights. Okay.
Cabin lights.
Mm-hmm. Lock all doors of vehicles during inspection. Since lock.
They might get pissed off because you're locking.
But that's the thing. Okay. This is where they get you, and this is actually. I know we're making fun of it a little bit, but this is a serious issue. We've seen some people genuinely harassed. Drugs are planted. And other things, you know. A Justin Bieber CD is planted, which is even worse.
Oh,
yes,
no.
I've heard of that, you know. And there's no defense for that. There's really no defense. Yeah, it's like, but Your Honor, we found this. Throw the book at him. The CD as well.
Then after that you have to submit your cell phone and everything. And next thing you know, you have a Justin Bieber ringtone.
Catch James Deacon and the boys on Counterflow Wednesdays, 7:30 to 8:30, only here on The Factory.
Says she hates me.
It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast. Call the show tonight and get your love problem answered.
Follow us on Twitter at GTWM Podcast.
And visit www.motwister.com.
Back on the podcast here. It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast, Season 2, brought to you by Globe. Here's something new from Globe. It's Globe Store on the Go. Globe Store on the Go is a fully functioning mobile store that is deployed in far-flung areas where customers need Globe's services. So imagine wherever you find yourself out of town, there's no need to take that long trip back to the city. Globe goes to you. Thank you, Globe, for that. And by the way, tomorrow on my Twitter account, if you're listening to this live, I'm going to be having a couple Globe promos. I'll give away gadgets, cash, stuff like that. Do check it out tomorrow on my Twitter account. You can follow it at DJ Mo Twister. And speaking of Twitter, Bianca Valerio on the program, as she is every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night. Her Twitter is Bianca_Valerio. All right. You know what, Bianca? Remember the guy who called about his penis, the anxiety thing? He's still on the phone because
Mike.
he got disconnected. Thank you. Yeah, Mike.
Okay.
And he just wanted to throw one more in there. Mike, line 4. Sorry, you got disconnected and you weren't done with your question. What else did you want to ask? Mike? Line 4?
On line 1?
Mike.
4?
Hello?
Hi,
Yes.
Mike.
What did you want to ask?
Oh, yeah. About psychologist, psychiatrist.
Because of your penis?
Yeah.
Like, do you feel like you need to...
Something anxiety.
You mean you want to know how to address your anxiety is what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Oh, Mo?
Sorry, it's Juan, not Mike. Okay, but he didn't answer. It's Juan.
Oh, it's
That's
Juan.
right.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Mike was the boning the married, impregnating
Oh,
the
yeah,
married girl.
yeah. Okay,
kaya
okay.
pala. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, Juan, how many times have you had sex with your girlfriend?
6, 7.
Okay, see, it's new. And I really don't, I don't think you need a psychiatrist or unless you get anxiety attacks regularly regarding other things. Is it just your dick, or do you have anxiety problems? Kind of like Iron Man 3 had. No.
Dick.
Yeah. Well, that's because it's new. You're new in this relation. Is she very attractive? Like, is she more attractive than you are?
No naman. We're about the same.
Okay, yeah, she's ugly. Okay, I got you.
So, hindi naman like out of my league.
Okay. No, I was just wondering if it's the same as me. Because again, you can have anxiety for different reasons. Mine was just because the girl's hotter than I am. But, maybe you're putting a little too much pressure on yourself to perform well. Maybe you... Yeah, are you happy with your dick size?
Yeah, of course. Oh,
But I have to ask. So every time you do it, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. One last thing. Are you fat?
185, 8. Yeah, a bit on the chubby side, yeah. Pero hindi naman taba.
No, because you know what? Sometimes what you can do is just feel better about yourself. So I don't think you need to go to a psychiatrist. I think you start going to the gym. You get a little bit, feel better more about your body. You're happy with your dick size. These are the things that generally that guys are insecure about, is what they look like, just like females, what they look like, penis size, the ability to perform. All of these things are kind of what's going on in their mind when they're about to have sex. So let's do something about it. Let's get in the gym, lose a little bit of weight, and I bet you your dick is going to work fine. Not because it's the weight, but it's about how you feel about yourself. Bianca, you concur?
I totally concur. I mean, I totally agree. Concur. Whatever.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, don't go to the extreme that you feel like you need a shrink or a psychiatrist. I think Mo is giving very sensible advice, and if anything, it's more something that you have more control of as opposed to go finding a shrink and all that. So yeah, try that, working out, doing things that make you feel better about yourself. Basically, that's the best thing.
And about how you look.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be key. All right, and then you've had sex before with other girls.
Yeah.
Do you have any, do you come too fast? Is there a problem with, or no?
Actually, matagal ako eh. So
see, so you've got a lot of things going for yourself here. I really do believe. I think the anxiety here is it's a new girl. You want to impress, and that happens regularly with new girls. You just keep trying. Get into the gym. Do all of that stuff on the side, but really keep trying with this girl, and it'll work. I mean, I promise you. When you start feeling good about the situation and accepting things as they are, your erection will be.
Keep on going, diba? Kasi minsan pag dito mayo, nakaka-disappoint, diba? So
that's right.
Medyo na-apektuhan na rin siya. So parang ganun.
Right.
So,
right, and because you're disappointed and she's disappointed, it's causing it to not get erect even more. You're now just making it worse.
Yeah.
So go down on her, make sure she has an orgasm, fucking, whatever you want to do with your fingers and all of that stuff. Make sure that she's not disappointed in that sense. So you kind of put it behind you, and then you start feeling better about yourself. And the more you try, the more it's going to work. Is it even soft if she gives you a blowjob?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. Yeah, it sucks. God, it sucks. You see your small, and then, and when my penis isn't hard, it's not impressive. Bianca.
I can imagine.
Yeah. So it looks like she's sucking it with chopsticks. It's just like, it's awful looking.
Okay, anyway, I'll try to go to the gym,
Yes,
Yeah, all right,
yes,
buddy.
do that. Do something. that makes
Listen,
you
your
feel good.
psychologist will cost you 1,000 pesos probably per session.
Exactly.
So you go once a week, you're going to spend $4,000. You go to the gym, it's less than that. Okay?
Yeah, okay. Thanks,
All
Mo.
right.
Thanks.
Okay,
man.
take care. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, man.
He sounds so
Oh,
down. I mean, okay, no pun intended, but he
he sounds so small.
Okay, you know what? Because you're also small, and
No.
and I'm meaning short.
Listen. No.
Then
Oh,
you
you're
can
right.
say
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Go
that's it.
ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we had Kat Alano on the program last Thursday. She completely described my penis in full. That's cool.
She's seen your penis?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you guys would like hang out and then whatever. And yeah.
Whip it out. Yeah.
Ah,
But not
that's
when it's in
close.
its small state. Not when it's in small state. Because then I would never pull it out. I wouldn't pull it out even in front of a doctor.
Oh, God.
If the doctor's like, Mo, we need to examine your balls for testicular or whatever, I'd be like, okay, can you turn around a second? And when the doctor's turning, I'm kind of like trying to jack off even just a little bit.
Just at least show your glory, right? That you're not
Just a
really.
little bit, right?
Yeah.
It's so embarrassing.
That you're more, that you're not just Mo. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Good Lord. Fiona, you are on line 5. Welcome to the program, Fiona. You are 19 years old in Quezon City. How could we help you, dear love?
Yes, hello.
Hi.
I have a fuck buddy, and it was my first time to have anal sex, but then, yes.
No, I said congratulations. That's fantastic for you and your anus. Continue.
Yeah, it's my first time having anal sex, but then, after a few seconds, I felt that it was very painful. So after he pulled his dick out, there's poop.
Yeah.
There.
Yes.
And
classy.
he was like so panicked
So you
and
chili dogged him.
he directly went into the bathroom and washed it off and just rushed out of the room. And
Yeah.
I asked
Well, you
him
shouldn't be putting
if
your
it
dick-
was okay. He's saying that it's okay, but I of course I think it's not. But I really still want to talk to him because he's really great in bed, but it's
Yeah.
kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
So,
you know what this is
do you
called? You know this is called, Bianca? This is called chili dog.
What?
It's called chili dog.
Oh, man.
You know why it's called chili dog? You know what
It's
chili
like
dog
a
looks
hot dog, and then it
With
has
chili.
like the brown stuff. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's chili dog. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've never done anal,
chili dog.
but
That's
I'll
also
take your word for it. Damn,
Pwedeng may
girls.
borgia. Ano nga ang sabi ng iba? Uy, that must be something of a borgia.
No, but I have to ask you
fucking
though,
gross.
did he want to do it, or were you open to do it?
He wanted to do it, and I was like, at first curious, so I let him do it to me. So there was consent.
Okay.
Well, but
maybe he wasn't aware of it.
how-
Maybe he wasn't aware that these are some of the things that can
Yes.
occur if you
How
do
can you not
anal.
know?
I mean,
If you stick your
it's
finger
bound
in
to
your
happen.
nose, there is a chance that a booger will come out.
But when I watch porn movies and they do anal, I don't see poop in their dicks.
Okay, Mo,
Because they
explain.
enema. That's because they flush it out. Enemas, they'll put like some sort of suppository cleaning thing to flush that shit out.
Yeah.
Like I've had a rectal exam, and before the rectal exam, the nurse sticks some shit in my ass that makes me poo.
Yeah.
It's gross. But
I
that's what needs to
actually
be
have
done.
a lot of gay friends who've told me if they know they're going to get some action that night, they make sure. It's kind of like, for example, you know how girls wash their vajayjays first, or they douche. Although I don't douche, but some
I douche.
I mean, some girls
Twitter.
do that.
Yeah,
but with guys, I mean, with gay guys, some of them actually clean themselves, so to speak, to avoid that situation.
But why is that
Biglaan
any different
kasi
from-
we didn't plan it out before. We just
Okay, how old is this fucktard here? This guy that you're banging. How old is he?
He's 20.
See, that's
Is it his first time to do anal?
I think so. He didn't really tell me.
Oh,
But I think
so now you feel
It's
bad
his
because
youth.
he's turned off, and he obviously. Oh, okay. You know what? He obviously is not well versed. Pardon the the comment, but he's obviously not well versed of what to expect when it comes to anal. Obviously, all he heard was it's tighter. It's a different kinky feeling. He's seen it in porn, but you also have to see that porn is also very glorified in terms of sex. So, how do you better
Does the dick go right?
situation,
Does the
Mo?
dick does the dick go in right away when you're trying it for the first time? I want to know what that's like.
Yeah, but Mo and I have never done anal.
Yeah. What's that? Does it just go in normally, or didn't you have to lubricate it a little bit, Fiona? Fiona.
No, Fiona.
Bianca, you're there, right?
Yeah. Hello.
Okay. We'll put her on hold. I want to get back to you.
Yeah.
I want to get back to her. I got to get through this whole teenage anal sex thing. You know what? He's just young, also.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, he's 20, that's an adult and stuff, but he wasn't ready for that. Don't listen, people. If you want to try anal, don't do it at a young age. It'll scare you off.
Okay, and not only that. Okay, let's say this
on
is
your
her
dick.
question.
Gross.
What is she going to do because she's embarrassed? He freaked out because he saw shit on his penis. So now, what is she going to do because she still likes him? She thinks they have a great sexual chemistry. So what is she going to do? So why don't we focus on that?
Yeah. How about we address it when we get her back?
Okay.
We just had a technical problem. Actually, it was our fault, Fiona, not your fault. We had a technical problem on our side. So we'll get back to her. Let's take another call in the meantime, and then we'll get back. Because I really want to know about this whole anal sex thing. We never really dissect it. We just kind of talk about it as disgusting. But
Yeah.
I would love to talk about her and her 19-year-old anus. Angel, 27, line 1. Hi, Angel. Angel on line 1? Are we losing everybody tonight? Angel is freaked out, panicky, palpitates whenever she hears blank. And I don't know what the blank is, and I'm so intrigued now. Sorry, Ange, what do we got on line 1? Is it Angel or not?
Angel, go ahead.
Angel from Laguna?
Hello?
There you are. What's up, Angel? You're 27.
Hi. Hello, Mo.
Hi.
Hello, Bianca.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How can we help you?
I've been your avid listener since the first season of the podcast, and
Oh, thank you.
it's been nice. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And,
okay.
how can we help you tonight, Angel?
Okay, I have this weird problem. Every time I hear some people dying, or I hear death, it really freaks me out, and I can't even sleep, and it makes me really nervous, and it really affects my relationship.
Wait. When's the last time? Sorry. Just so I can get a better. Hold on. So I can get a better feel for it, because death is everywhere. You go on the news and there's death. So I need to know, when's the last time you had this episode of panicking and stuff when you heard about death? Give me the most recent one.
Actually,
Okay, so
kanina
it's
lang.
daily.
Kanina lang. And
So
up
even
until
including
now,
scary movies that involve death?
Yes, kahit na mapanood ko siya sa TV, or I hear something. Hindi ko naman kilala yung mga tao, pero it really makes me nervous, and it really freaks me out.
Death, murder, kill.
Actually, it really affects na nga my relationship with my boyfriend, because parang sabi niya, parang ano ba nangyayari sa'yo? Parang ang praning or paranoid, pero it really, I'm like talaga nahihirapan ako kasi every time, lalo na pag night, I can't even sleep. Parang I'm waiting until may ilaw na niliwanag na just to sleep. Kasi parang ako, natatakot naman ako na pag natulog ako naman yung mamatay. Parang ganun. It's so weird talaga. It's really hard.
Did you lose anybody or anything
I
like
was
that?
gonna say.
Actually, that's the weird part. Kasi, it's been a long time na talaga. Parang year 2000 pa since I have lost somebody close to me.
Okay.
Pero, ang weird, it's been a hard. Actually, it started 3 weeks ago, and it's really giving me a hard time. I don't know
only a few weeks.
Kung ano yung nag-trigger sa kanya.
Okay.
Well,
all right. Well, Bianca, you want to talk about it, or you?
No, I personally think. I mean, everybody is afraid of death. It's just a matter of the grand scale of things. I mean, yours seems to be a legitimate fear. Maybe it really is a phobia. I mean, everybody's afraid of death. Everybody's afraid of dying. We don't like to see it, and it scares us. But I think yours is a legitimate phobia. I don't know what it's called, but what to do about it?
I'm scared of dying.
Yeah, I mean, we're all scared of dying. Yeah.
Everybody asks me, like, what's my biggest fear? And I always say dying. Like, dying sucks, man. And it's always been dying. Like, I haven't had anyone die until recently. But even that, before that, I've always been scared of dying. Like, and I think about it all the time as well. It's not a phobia. It doesn't affect my relationship. But I certainly do think about it. I'd say every other day. I think about, fuck, man. I'm going to die one day. Sometimes when I see old people on TV or in the movies, I think, please, I hope to get at least that old. And I look at them and I see what their life is like, and I hope I can be that strong when I'm old before I die. I mean, it does play in my mind often, but it doesn't take over my life like it does you. But you have said it's only been a few weeks, right?
Yes. And
I think
sobrang naapektuhan talaga ako kasi I don't know kung saan siya nanggaling, the fear. Pero bigla na, parang one day, bigla na lang ako nagising. Tapos, mayroon bigla ako na something na, parang, hindi ko naman kilala, pero kilala siya ng mother ko. Tapos namatay. Tapos biglang, lagi ko na siyang naiisip. Then, parang may konting maramdaman lang ako. Feeling ko, I'm gonna die. Parang ganon. It's so frustrating, actually. Sobrang napafrustrate ako.
Is it something where, is it a religious thing where you think that there's no heaven and you're scared? Or is it a pain thing? Like it's going to hurt no matter what you do when you die? Dying is really painful.
Or because you're living such a great life that you just don't want it to end.
To me, it's painful. I'm scared that it's going to hurt. Do you have is there a conflict there about it that sticks out more than others? Like, is it family? Is it pain? Is it religion?
I think, parang, yung fear ko, parang, I have so many things na gusto ko pang gawin. Pero pag iniisip ko na, if I'm gonna die, ano mangyayari sa kanila? Ano na mangyayari sa akin? Parang ganun. Parang, paano yung marami pa akong gustong gawin, hindi ko siya magagawa.
Yeah, but you have to understand, though, that, like maybe you can understand that there's a certain thing called lifespan. Like, certain countries have higher lifespans than others, and you are, how old are you? 27?
Yes.
That you're still extraordinarily young. Like, my thing is this, like, I'm scared of dying young. But I know if I do a certain amount of things, the chances of me dying old are good. And when I'm old, I will likely want to die because everything hurts at that point.
Yeah.
Does that make sense, Bianca? Like, I remember when my dad was dying a few months ago, it came to a point where, like, first, he didn't want to die. And he was like, boy, I don't want to die. I want to do all of the treatment possible. And then kind of towards the latter part, he's like begging me, please just kill me.
Let me go. Yeah, let me go.
Yeah, it hurts too much. And then I'm like, oh, God, I hope I get to this point where I'm going to want to get...
You actually want to give up already.
Like, I want to give up.
You're done, yeah.
Right. But, Mo today and Mo at that point is a very long time, Angel. And I really kind of want to share that with you as well. Like... Yeah, you have a lot of things to do, but you're also so young, and if lifespan is lifespan, which it is, you're not going to die for a really long time. So you have time to do these things.
Yeah, and you know what? This is going to sound really corny. Like, it's not even consuelo de bobo, but it's sort of, everything in life is about mindset, right? It's obviously what you're focusing on right now is the negative. But the thing is, the fact is, the one of the most inevitable things to happen in life, the things that it's really going to happen whether we like it or not, we're going to die. We're all going to die one day, right? So you just have to try and look at it as, rather than dreading, oh my God, I might die tonight if I fall asleep. Think of, before you go to sleep tonight, did you actually make great use of your time in that day? Were you able to tell your loved ones, I love you? Were you able to save a little bit more money in the bank and make sure that you have something to leave with your family. Because you're saying, right, I need to take care of my brothers and sisters. There are so many things that you could, I wouldn't say prepare, but live your life in such a way that in case the one day you do die, at least in your deathbed, you can say, you know what? I was able to do so and so and so and so, so at least hindi siya sayang. It wasn't, I regret things. Do you know what I mean?
I get what you mean, and I don't know if I tackle it that, like, I personally tackle my fear of death.
I mean, it's one way to see it, right?
Oh, no, definitely. And I'm just saying, my personally, Angel, is I tackle it with, like, I just think about the world and the awful things that are going on. Like, you take your Syrias and your whatnot, and you go, shit, I really lucked out on this one. Like, yes, I'm scared of dying, but if it comes around for me, at least I wasn't poisoned by my government. At least I wasn't this. At least I was able to travel. You know, well, I'm not thinking about what productive things I've done today, which Bianca does, and that's fine. I think about how fortunate I am to at least have gotten this far and not be murdered at a young age by my government, which I'm taking current events as kind of like my reference point now.
Yeah.
So I don't know yet if it's a phobia because it's still fairly new, but if it does become a phobia where it starts to take over really your life long term, you really have to see a psychiatrist for this, because it then becomes a medical issue that you need to address by a professional, trained professional.
Actually, hindi to bala or anything. I usually, makikinig lang ako sa podcast mo, yung mga podcast mo, para lang makatulog ako just to let me sleep.
Thank you. Am I that boring?
Narinig ko pala yung podcast mo. Parang, ayun yung parang somehow nagpapakalm talaga sa akin. Kasi, di ba your podcast, 2 hours long siya. So, pag sunod-sunod ko siyang piniplay, nakakatulog lang ako. Ganun.
You know what's one thing that I used to do, and I don't know if it helps. It's different for everybody. But before, when I used to focus so much on all my problems, and I would feel really bad and just feel sorry for myself, there was this thing that Oprah did, which is called the gratitude journal. And again, it may not work for everybody, but it might work for some. It is just, I would write down. I used to do it. I would write it down. Now I don't write down anymore. I actually just do it before I go to bed, where I literally write down the things that happen in my day. Like, thank you that I was able to get a parking space at so-and-so. Thank you that I was able to eat the meal. Like, literally thank every single good thing that happened in my life, that when I think about it, it's like, wow, there's so much things to be thankful for. So that is sort of in relation to what Mo said, that we just have to be thankful that we are not living in circumstances where there's war, where there's famine, where there's all these things. Like, just to be grateful that it takes your mind away from the negative, because you're trying to focus on the positive. Like, literally think for the water you're drinking, because some people don't even have water to drink. Thank God that your vagina not mutilated, because they do that in Africa.
Well,
I mean, literally think every tiny thing, because sometimes you're thinking so much. What else can I be thankful for? That's 2 more seconds of not thinking of something negative, of why you're afraid of dying. I mean, it's still something, right? I mean, try and find something to try and reverse your mind into thinking something more positive and healthy and happy, rather than something that is something like death. So,
okay.
Yeah?
Okay, thank you guys.
Okay.
So, sobrang frustrated lang ako. Thank you guys.
Okay, take care. Bye. Bye.
Let's go to the shit in the ass on the dick girl again, because we got her back. Fiona?
Yes.
I remember Shrek from Fiona.
I know.
Okay.
But that song,
Actually,
Scotty doesn't know.
That's why I used my alias, because of Shrek. It's my favorite movie.
Oh, really?
Awesome.
Oh, so
there's also a
her
song
name
from this
pala's not
movie.
really Fiona. So
What was the movie that
alias.
Matt Damon sang? Scotty doesn't know. Is it Eurotrip? Pico, is it Eurotrip?
Yeah. I don't know.
Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me do it every night. You don't know the Matt Damon
Wow, I
one?
didn't know you could belt out a tune.
Oh no, that's it was awful. That's an
And
awful
she's
song.
laughing
It's
at you
great
right
song,
now.
but- yeah, no, that's a good song, Fiona. All right, I think it's Eurotrip. All right, let's go. Okay, let me ask you this: when you're putting your dick in when you're putting this guy's dick into your ass, is it very difficult to break the barrier?
It's very, very painful. That's all I can say. It's very,
I will believe
very painful.
every word you say.
Oh my God. Does he have a big dick?
Yeah, it's like 6-7 inches.
I think if I were to do anal, it would be the only time I would wish for a really minute, minuscule atom molecule of a penis. That's the only time. Yeah.
You mean Luis Alandi?
I don't know, but
okay. All right. Well, listen. What's your question? How are you going to get this guy back? To boning you?
something like that.
Has he responded to you? Have you texted him? Have you done any of these things?
Yeah, I've tried texting him, but he doesn't really reply to me anymore.
Because of that one incident.
Yeah, because of that one incident.
I'm sorry, but you can't really blame him for being traumatized, because I think anybody would be traumatized, which is why a lot of people actually go through that whole process of just cleaning themselves out.
Well, it's
because
true.
they
Like
want
if I
to-
get shit on my hands, I run around in circles like a chicken who just got their head cut off. Like that's just shit on my hands.
Yeah, you can't
What if there's shit
blame
on my
him,
dick?
right? Something that's supposed to be erotic and kinky and wow, like it's so tight becomes like holy shit. There's a what's it called? A sloppy cow, sloppy Joe on my cock.
Chili dog.
A chili. Okay, a chili dog on
Make corn. And did you have corn that night?
Oh my God!
No.
And you
Luckily,
know,
I didn't.
and I'm sorry when you're vegetarian. Never mind. I don't even want to go there. Okay. Point being is okay. One, you can't blame him for being traumatized. So in a way, he's not even being a douchebag because, again, you can't blame him. However, I wish this guy would have made himself more well versed in the world of anal sex so that he kind of knows what to expect in terms of the worst that could happen, right?
Yeah.
Because
And he
if
didn't wear
that
any
was the
condom
case, then
pa
he
naman.
would. What?
I'm in birth control kasi, so he didn't wear any condom.
Baby, it's not about
so
birth
someone's
control. It's about STDs and okay, we're not even gonna go there.
Yeah.
Okay,
if it's casual, if it's FUBU, let's just put a condom
Yeah,
on
let-
anyway.
let-
But if it's not FUBU, then
yeah,
birth
let's just not go there.
Let's just do this. How about we just do this instead of explaining to her what he's feeling, since that's she probably right at this point. Who cares how he feels? It's
Yeah.
how does she get him back? I really think that there's a chance you might not get him back, and you just kind of have to wait for him to contact you again. You can text him every now and then, and but you can probably say something like, "I regret what we did." Because
Yeah,
the anal
because
sex
you
is-
can't say
maybe
I'm
we
sorry,
shouldn't-
it was an accident. I mean, that's
Yeah.
really pun intended.
Just say something like, we're not going to do, let's not do that anymore because it's kind of gross. Let's just stick to the regular sex if you don't mind. Send him that message. And if he doesn't respond, just wait it out. He might respond again sometime. And maybe
But
he
yeah,
won't.
just
I mean,
think
it's
that
one of
you
those
really
things.
left him with a very harsh visual. So again, I can't blame the guy, right? So at least you learned your
I once got a
lesson from
blowjob from a girl who had braces, and it kind of hurt. I never called her back. Just saying.
that. Okay, yeah. So
It's like, not that it hurt like my skin got stuck in between her teeth, but it just wasn't as awesome of a blowjob. It's still a blowjob, which of course it should be heralded and applauded, but it wasn't as great because of the metal.
Yeah.
And I never called her back. And those
But
things
if
happen.
it was retainers, it would be great.
Well, I don't know. Because of that
Yeah.
retainer has that slippery kind of feel to it. Right. You could be right about that. But
I love
that's
how
not
she
the point.
talks about it like as a matter of fact.
But what I'm saying is this, like, if it's a FUBU thing and there's something that will trigger you to run off, there's a chance he's not going to call back. And that's really the occupational hazard of having anal sex. You fuck around like that, shit's going to come out. Shit's going to come out, he's going to get scared off because it's shit. Don't be surprised if he doesn't call you back. If he does call you back and he wants to fuck again, then great. Just don't do anal anymore. It's rather elementary.
Okay.
And please put a condom. Just because you're in birth control doesn't mean that you are not going to get STDs or whatnot. Okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna put that into my mind. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, baby. How many guys are you fucking currently? Just him or several
You
others?
just him. As for now, yeah.
All right. Good stuff. All right. No more anal.
Really good stuff. Are you sure?
Does your shit come out easier? I wonder if it really does it, like where the shit comes out easier, or when they fart, there's no more noise because of that gaping asshole. Like people who get into anal sex.
I'm looking at this as like, because like, for example, when you're pregnant and then you're trying to hold your pee, you can't, and then you just pee. Even when you sneeze, you end up peeing. So I don't want to imagine that about my shit coming out of my asshole, and I just suddenly like, oops, like I just like get shocked over like some explosion or just a sound, and then shit comes out of my ass. Come on.
I don't think I could ever date a girl who's into anal sex either. Oh, wait a minute. Elena Darn has anal sex. Most girls. I don't think I could date that girl. It's just kind of weird to me. It kind of rubs me the wrong way. All right, we got to get out of here. Okay. Thanks for the call, love. Appreciate it. Okay. Have a good day. Good luck with the anus.
We've been doing a lot of puns. Rubs me the wrong way. It will really rub you the wrong way, that's for sure. In a different way, that is.
Makes me feel kind of shitty.
Oh God, you're
wrapping it up
asshole.
When we come back with caller of the night, your chance at winning one of our fine prizes. We have cell phones also to give away, by the way.
Hey, speaking of cell phone, did Ellen get the phone?
Oh,
she did.
I didn't ask yet. Did
and she said she did.
What?
Yep.
You know what? I don't have an iPad mini. I really want an iPad mini.
It's lovely.
Every night we give away a fucking iPad mini, and I'm pissed off about it.
Yeah.
Globe, can I get an iPad, please? Mini? Please? I go to the Apple Store, I look at it, and I hold it, and I can't believe I give these away, and I can't even have one of my own. Taking a break. Don't go away. Back after this.
Stay tuned. We'll return after this commercial break.
With All-Stars, we're always on the move. It's really important for us to get better and stronger for every competition that we get into. For all the different lifestyles that we have, some of us are graphic artists, filmmakers. We still find ways to get together. We put a lot of effort in practicing and rehearsing. Minsan may mga biglaang shows or auditions, so it's really important for us to get connected. I use my Globe group messaging to get a hold of everybody else. Malayo na rin ang narating namin, marami na rin kaming napuntahan. So it's really important to get connected.
Take a little sunshine, drop a little rainbow, mix in a smile, and stay for a while. Sabrina's kitchen, what you waiting for? Sabrina's kitchen, always room for one more. Sabrina's kitchen, cooking up a storm. Sabrina's kitchen, always something new. Sabrina's kitchen, tables waiting for you.
We're always on the move. It's really important for us to get better and stronger for every competition that we get into. For all the different lifestyles that we have, some of us are graphic artists, filmmakers. We still find ways to get together. We put a lot of effort in practicing and rehearsing. Minsan may mga biglaang shows or auditions, so it's really important for us to get connected. I use my Globe group messaging to get a hold of everybody else. Malayo na rin ang narating namin, marami na rin kaming napuntahan. So it's really important to get connected.
My girlfriend says she hates me.
It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast. Call the show tonight and get your love problem answered.
Follow us on Twitter at GTWM Podcast.
And visit www.motwister.com.
Back on the program, it is time to wrap it up tonight. We want to thank all the people that call the show. We appreciate it very much. Our staff members who do such a great job. The people in the chat room, the live viewers, the downloaders. Thank you a million times over. Don't forget to spread the word to your friends. I get a lot of that abroad, Bianca. A lot of people say, hey, I'm spreading the word here in
that's
Saudi
nice.
or in fucking Ireland and all these other places. I'm like, oh, that's great. How about the Philippines, man? Spread the word to your friends in the Philippines. So what? Maybe they don't like me. I don't want to listen to Mo. Maybe they like Bianca.
No, but I have to ask this. How many indecent proposals have you gotten because of this podcast?
Never.
Like people, Like people never message you and be like, I think you're hot. Like, I think we should hook up.
No. That's the thing. No. Listen, not to be, don't want to sound douchey again, but that's daily. I get messages like that. Hey, please fuck your buddies again.
Wow,
but
is that?
The proposal where I like kind of get some sort of like benefit monetarily aside from me fucking them, none. And I'm pissed off about it. Like I've always wanted a gay benefactor. Always.
Oh, really?
Just fucking offer something, please. I'm not gonna accept it, but just offer it. I want to feel like a matinee idol, like fucking, I want to feel like Gerald Anderson. Please, somebody just send me like Mo. Gusto mo ng bagong kotse mo?
Mo. I was like, Mo.
Yeah, that's how the benefactor gays sound. Mo. Gusto mo ng bagong kotse mo katulad ni FEU? And I'm like, you don't know the reference. There's this guy in FEU who said that he's got a Hummer for
so if you got into a gay relationship, would you be top or bottom? Obviously,
I wouldn't get in one, but I at least would love if someone offer
that validation that you are desirable to the gay community.
Yes, please.
Maybe they are. They're just intimidated by you, right? Because you're gonna call them out.
That maybe I'm just not as good looking as these guys. I mean, obviously, like the ones that.
Mo, can you stop saying you're not good looking because you are good looking?
Okay, right, but I don't look like those guys in that Cosmo video. Have you seen that stupid fucking Cosmo video I talk about here on the show every day? It's fucking retarded. You gotta look it up. It's the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah, the 69 Bachelors. I know.
Yeah, fucking retards. And shame on you, Dennis Trillo, for being a part of that. I respected you, man. Yeah. I'm not one of those guys. And those are the ones I think that get,
So you saying if ever Cosmo ever wanted to feature you as one of their 69 bachelors, I used to be a columnist for Cosmo, and or be a Cosmo hunk of the month, you would say no?
I would tell them to eat a pile of Fiona shit.
Are you? Why?
Yes.
Why? I'm curious.
Because it's stupid. It's stupid.
Even if you had a ripping hot
it's
body.
douchebag. Hey, listen, it's douchebag. You know what? I know a couple of guys that work out like motherfuckers, and they have body morphing disorder, meaning they are not the type of guys who can never walk around with their shirt off.
Yeah.
Well, no, they can never walk around with their shirt off. They're just not the type, and I like those guys. The worst move a guy can do is that lifting of the shirt to show the abs. Like, I want to kill every guy that does that. It's the most obnoxious
the selfie
thing
that they go like this
ever. Right.
Or it's so hot, but they only
retarded.
do this.
It's not.
AKA Jay Cuenca. I love
guys
Jay.
who lift their shirt
so
up just for
funny.
the abs. It's like, please. What am I gonna do?
But hey, a lot of girls do it too on their when they do selfies. A lot of girls do it too.
I had a great argument last week when we were talking about why girls do. Oh, because like a stupid girl.
It's so double standard, though.
Yes, it's double standard, but but it is what it is. Like a girl who's dumb, just as long as she's hot, fine. But with a guy, there's so many other elements of sexy that need to be involved for you to be hot.
Like
there's
what?
a lot more pressure to be hot as a guy. Well, you have to be talented, smart, educated, at least some sort of sound grammatical fucking or ability to put a sentence together that won't be embarrassing. Like I had a girlfriend who said at an awards ceremony said, and the nominees is, and you know what? So what?
But if a guy said
did
that,
oh my God!
You know, that's kind of true.
Marian
though,
Rivera, Marian Rivera can go, I'm a psychology, and we'll all laugh. But so what?
And if a guy says that,
if a guy does it, just kill yourself, you stupid fucking hunk of poo.
So you think guys who show their shirts and all that and use their looks, you think they're selling out? Is that what you're saying?
I think they're stupid.
Oh, don't say that.
Actually, look, show me a guy that shows off his abs constantly and give me his entrance exam or his grade point average in school. I'm not saying that I'm jealous or anything.
I never said that. I never said that.
No. For all the people, ingit ka lang. No. There's nothing to be jealous about. I'm just saying a smart guy wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't need to do that.
It's a douche move. It wouldn't need to do that. It's a douchebag move. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Fair. Let's get out of here. We gotta go. Oh, listen, we're super late. I just got the DM here saying we gotta go close stores clothing. Okay. Let's go with caller of the night as the EBAC producing Fiona, if you don't mind.
Oh God.
Yes? What?
She really did have a Shrek on that cock, huh?
That's right. Fucking disgusting. And let's give her caller of the night. We'll contact you lang off air because we're really, really late. Bianca, we'll see you tomorrow on the program. And have a great night, everyone. Thanks for being here.
Bye. Take care.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Good Times with Mo, the podcast, was executively produced by Mohan Gumata, engineered by Miguel Alfindo, and operated by Icon Media Inc. Special thanks to Magic 89.9. You can follow Mo on Twitter at www.twitter.com/DJ Mo Twister. Email him at goodtimeswithmopodcast@rocketmail.com.